Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Beardsly's Daily Dose, where me and my best friends give you our professionally unprofessional advice and toe the line between helpful and humor. Chances are, if you're here, you can relate to having a day's worth of stress and bullshit, so strap in and get ready to laugh as we give you the Daily Dose. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Beardsly's Daily Dose. We're so happy to be here with you for yet another amazing, fun episode we're about to give you.
Yep.
Jake, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Great.
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's great. I am fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic.
Glad to hear it.
Just ready to do this.
Yeah. Except I'm noticing now,
Ready.
and so for the audio listeners, consider yourself blessed, but I get really patchy on my eyebrows and my mustache, and it's really annoying.
Which is crazy because I didn't notice it. I still don't even notice it as you called it out. Maybe it's just you can see it because you know what it looks like.
I just need to up my skincare routine, but I don't know if it's dryness or over moisture.
Yeah, I don't know.
And maybe somebody will watch this who fucking knows, and they can
And
tell
will
me
tell
in the
you.
comments. Yeah.
And they can give you some tips and tricks.
Please, I'll sponsor Aveeno. Just kidding. No, I won't. Sorry, Aveeno.
It was so out of there. I wasn't even expecting that.
Yeah. Maybe it's
That's
Maybelline.
funny.
I think that's makeup.
I mean, it is makeup, but I'm pretty sure Maybelline makes skin restoring stuff because they create makeups that go onto your skin that could cause damage.
Yeah, that's
So maybe
true.
they do.
Quality control, damage
That's
control.
what I would do if I was in that field.
I think I would too. You have to. But,
Yeah.
all I have is a charcoal bar.
More than I have. I have the body wash in my shower.
There you go. If it's got
Wash my
moisturizing
face
agents
with
in it, maybe it'll be all right.
I like the shampoos that have shampoos and the conditioners and the body washes that give you tingles, like minty or eucalyptus.
Yeah.
That gives you tingles as you're rubbing it across your body.
Yeah.
It just feels so nice.
Yeah, it does feel nice. I like that stuff too.
It sucks during the haunt season because I use my shampoo to get the makeup off because I'll dry rub it into the makeup to where it kind of like releases it from my skin and like soaks up the soap, like soaks into the makeup. And then I'll just like rinse it all off with one big go. And I usually get most of it off. Nice. But my shampoo is so tingly that when I'm done, like my face is just cold because it's just like all I feel is like coldness hitting my face from like the eucalyptus and the mint.
See, I would love to do that right before bed because then I have a cooling pillow too.
I do too. I have 2 cooling pillows.
Nice. I need to get a new one, I think.
Tara got me one for my birthday.
Nice.
So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Oh yeah, I saw one on
stoked
TikTok.
about that.
That looked good, but a lot of the reviews were bad, so I decided not to.
Yeah. Speaking of TikTok reviews, I received a product. They were headphones. They said they were supposed to be those translating headphones. They did not translate. They did not do anything. They did not do it. I couldn't even connect to the app that it said to download. And so I wrote a negative review. And I got contacted by the company. And they were like, "We're so sorry that you had a bad experience. Please allow us to, give you a gift of $9 or $10 and make it right." I was like, okay. They're like, okay, well, once we send over this $10, you need to change your review. And I was like, okay, I'll sell out for $10. I mean, fuck, nobody's gonna listen to me.
Right. I don't know.
So I got I got 10 out of the $12 back. I spent $12 on it. They gave me 10 back. So
did you change your review?
Yeah, I did. I actually changed it before they gave me the money, and then I got worried because you can't go back and change it again.
They saw me change it too quick. They're not going to send it to me.
Yeah, but then they sent it to me. I mean, I had to hassle them, but I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Whenever I'm buying something, I always look at bad reviews first.
I try to do the same. I try to just like I try to look at the amount of good reviews to bad reviews.
Yeah, the ratio. That's important.
Yeah. And then I'll like if there's a lot of bad reviews, I'll go read about it and see like what it is.
Yeah.
But usually I read them and it's literally a lot of the times it's a good product. It's just people that don't know how to read the description before they ordered it and thought it was something different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You know. I got this stereo from Amazon, and when I ordered it because it said it was Apple CarPlay. And when I got it, looking at the box looked nothing like the picture on Amazon showed. And the box didn't say Apple CarPlay. So I instantly got on the phone. Well, I got on a chat with Amazon. And I told them, I was like, look, this is ridiculous. It's not the same product. And they're trying to charge me money to send it back to them. I was like, this isn't the right product. And the guy's like, well, if you could just print off the shipping label and go and take it back to a UPS store, we'll cover the shipping and it won't cost you anything. And I was like, okay, where's the nearest UPS store? And they were like, well, you need to look it up. So I looked it up and I come back. I was like, the nearest UPS store is 25 miles from me.
Damn. Really?
I was like, it's such an inconvenience that I have to do because they sent me the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And so the Amazon guy was like, we're so sorry about this. Let's give you a one-time refund and you don't have to worry about sending the product back.
Nice.
And I was like, cool. So they refunded me the money back.
Cool.
Well, I put the stereo in the car anyways.
Does it have CarPlay?
Yes. It does.
It's a win all around, it sounds like.
Yeah, but the only problem is it is a janky ass stereo. Like, I'll be driving down the road and I'm connected to CarPlay, and then all of a sudden it'll just shut off. The Bluetooth will just shut off. It'll like turn off on my phone, and then I have to like turn it back on, and it won't connect to CarPlay, but it'll play Bluetooth music. It's just so fucking janky.
Yeah, my truck doesn't do CarPlay very, very well.
Yeah. I want to get one of those ones that you see on TikTok where they sit up on the dash, but that's just like, I just have to get an official one. Like I just have to spend a little bit more money on it and get a good one because I'm just trying to save money because it's not like a nice car. I just want to be able to have the hands free for safe driving because it's easier for me to be less on my phone if I can do it from my voice and my stereo.
Right. I get that. Yeah, that's what I like about it too. Yep.
And so it's like I just have to get a good one. It's unplugged. It's sitting unplugged on my front seat in my car right now because it kept turning on. Like it turned on overnight. And it was on all night long. It was on for like 24 hours at least. And I don't even know how. Like I didn't even turn it on. It was ridiculous. Yeah, so it's sitting unplugged. I have to like match like the memory wire with the power wire or some shit to turn it on to make sure it turns off with the car. So we'll see if that fixes it. I'm gonna do that tomorrow before I leave for work.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hopefully it works because I'm not ready to go and get a new one just yet.
I always just put my music on or whatever I'm listening to and then stick my phone in my cup holder so that the sound echoes out.
Oh yeah. My cup holder isn't acoustically sound enough for that. Like it's just not where it's at. Like I wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
It's low. I'm also in a low car, so I hear the road a lot too.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in a bigger truck, you hear the tires, but you don't hear like the of the road. I don't know why I just made that sound effect.
Got to do it for those who aren't watching.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
So, go.
I had a would you rather for us.
Good. I am ready to would you rather me.
And it's pretty intense.
Oh, you sound so good that close.
Thank you. Try. All right. Here it goes. This is the would you rather. You, you have to commit one crime. By doing this crime, you will ensure that nobody ever commits that same crime again. Which would you rather commit? Now, that basically, okay, I'll read you the list and then I'll go into detail for those listening. The options are murder, animal cruelty, human trafficking, SA, CSA, or terrorism.
What would you do?
Okay. I think it's between murder and human trafficking. Just sell one person and nobody ever gets sold again. I'll sell myself if I have to.
No, you have to sell somebody.
Okay.
Well, you have to sell somebody because it's not trafficking if you're trafficking yourself. That's willing.
What if, okay, I'll find a bad person.
It has to be a kid. That's the worst type of human trafficking there is. Like, human trafficking is bad, but I think, like, categorically speaking, child human trafficking is far worse than adult human trafficking. They both are terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, listeners. Right. I'm not saying that one's better because of age. It's both terrible, but I think there's more trauma to be had from a child than an adult. Everybody faces things differently, but like that's just my opinion. I think that it's worse to child traffic.
No, I agree.
Child traffic than adult traffic.
I agree for sure.
So you have to do the worst of the deed. So this would be a child. You have to traffic a child. And you're selling him or them to one of the biggest known child purchasers in another country. I don't want to put a country name because I don't want to generalize countries.
But no other person ever gets trafficked again after.
No, but you just have to live with that guilt on what you did to that child.
How much money am I getting?
You don't get any money.
Then what?
You're doing it to abolish it.
Yeah, but they don't have to know that.
So now your greed is going to take into play.
I mean,
it's not good enough to abolish human trafficking.
It's something there's something to be said about my ability to sleep at night. I need something to justify it besides.
I mean, it's you chose the one over the many. You got rid of you chose the many over the one.
Here's the deal. I could get a shit ton of money from it, put it in an overseas account, rat the person out, give them a location, and then go into witness protection with all of my money from it and disappear and know that I'm filthy rich. The person I sold it to is now in prison and everyone's freed and nobody's ever going to do it again.
I mean, that's a lot of added stuff to a scenario that was written for you on the internet.
I mean,
just so you could sleep better at night.
Listen,
that's not the point. The point of it is to choose one and you suffer the consequences without a justification on why it was done.
Do I go to prison? Do I get caught and go to prison?
No, I don't know. I mean, could you? It's one time. Maybe you got lucky. Get a D20. You got a D20, roll it.
Okay.
1 to 10, you pass. 11 to 20, you go to prison.
Okay.
We're gonna do the opposite. Low is good.
Low is good. Rolling in favor of the DM. Well, while I get this dice, what would you do?
What would I do? I would end murder.
Murder?
Yeah. I couldn't do the SA stuff. Like,
No.
that is far too hard. Like, yes, it would stop it. What'd you get?
I'm free. I got a 9.
That means you go to jail.
No, you said we were going if low. You said 1 to 10.
Oh,
pass.
Yeah. I just want to see you in jail.
Yeah, for real.
I couldn't do any of the SA stuff. Like, that's too. I couldn't live with myself.
No, me neither.
Which is why I don't partake in that type of heinous acts.
No.
I mean, I don't partake in murder either, but I think it would be easier to murder somebody than it would be to assault somebody in that nature.
Yeah, I agree. That's why that's my second choice. Plus, like, you know,
I would murder somebody just to get away from it, and I wouldn't even care if I got caught.
yeah, I feel like that one has the least, like, for a good person to do this, knowing what they're gonna accomplish by doing it, it's like the least mentally scarring, unless you take animal cruelty, because I mean, you could just kick a puppy and then call it good.
I don't think that, like, you could accidentally kick a puppy.
Yeah, but you'd have to do this on purpose.
I mean, like, I think it would like, you'd have to, like, hurt this thing.
I might be able to hurt it with one kick.
I mean, a puppy, yeah. Depends on how old it is.
Ew, I don't even like the thought of it.
2 days old. I know it's hard.
Yeah, no.
But it would. But what's more important? Like, this is gonna spark a debate. Who's more important? Whose lives are more important, animals or humans? If you stop murder, you keep human lives on the planet.
It's true. And what's one
If you stop animal abuse, you probably cut down a good 80% of the food industry's ethics, and then our food goes down, and we have to start learning how to eat differently because we don't have the quantities of food that we once had. This is some really good garden stuff.
Yeah, but if you end murder, we become overpopulated, and then we have famines across the world because the lives aren't being culled.
Okay, but murder and natural selection are two different things.
It's true.
Some people would kill themselves off.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
right?
I would probably do a gas station robbery to stop gas station robberies.
To stop gas station robberies? That's so dumb.
I don't feel that bad about it afterwards, and it never happens again. I'm saving millions of families $200 loss.
Are you? What do you? How much was at that gas station that you robbed?
$213.
What was it?
There's $213 in the register.
$213?
Yeah. I didn't think to ask him if he had a safe in the back.
You were in a rush.
Yeah. I saw him press a little button.
Who's fingering his desk?
Yep. I booked it.
That's funny.
Bought myself a PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4? Okay. I have a would you rather.
Okay.
Mine is, would you rather be able to fly for 10 seconds a week or never have to shit or piss ever again?
How fast can I fly?
Let's okay, we're going to make some changes to this.
Okay.
It's not going to be 10 seconds a week because that's, I mean.
What can you do with that?
that really weighs, that really, topples the scales.
Yeah.
Let's do, you can fly 7 hours a week. So that's 1 hour a day.
Oh.
Or you can save them, like you can pull them up.
So I could like wait
You
3
pull
weeks
them up,
and
like,
then fly for 21 hours?
No. You have to use them in the week.
Okay.
So like you could fly for 7 hours in one day if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And even doing that makes me still want to pick the same answer I was gonna pick, but I would never shit or piss ever again.
Really?
I don't care to do it on the daily as it is.
It is.
And though I have always wanted to be a flying creature, that tops flying for me.
Got it.
Because now I don't have to worry about however I get, wherever I get. I don't have to worry about pissing or shitting.
Pissing.
I don't have to stop pissing. I don't have to stop to take a piss.
Yeah. Right.
I just keep on going, and if I don't have to stop to take a shit, that cuts my driving time down, and I don't care if I have to drive.
That's right. Yeah, I feel you. I hear you. That would be nice.
It would be nice to not have to piss again.
Yeah, not having to piss. But I think I would take the flying because I would fly to work. It would take me 20 minutes each way because I'm missing traffic. And then if I have to piss in the morning, once I start flying, I'm like, oh, damn. I get to work a lot faster.
Unzip.
Yes, if it's just a PS.
Just PS.
But if I get
just unzip and flop it out and just pee. If people think it's raining, why is it raining in Arizona?
Somebody's like, and like looks up and tries to catch raindrops.
They just see a mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
The mushroom cloud is your dick.
Yeah. Big shadow
floating through the sky.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's huge.
I don't think they would be saying that.
No, it wouldn't, because it'd be cold. So,
yeah, it's cold up in the air.
But if I'd like shit, I took a sip of my coffee. I'm like, ooh, it's coming. I could just either land somewhere real quick, or just I would get there a lot faster. So then I could go to the bathroom when I got to work, and then on the way home, I leave when I go. I leave work, and then I'm always in rush hour on the way there and on the way back. I could just get home so much quicker.
Never again.
Never again. I would never have to worry about it. And then if like I wanted to. It really depends too on how fast I can fly, how much ground I can cover in an hour.
It's crazy that our norms in society lead our thought processes in fantasy games.
Like how?
Because I didn't think about, I didn't think about avoiding traffic. I thought about inconvenience to me personally, having to shit and piss.
Yeah.
Throughout the day. It's an inconvenience. You're out and about and all of a sudden your stomach's rumbling. You have to find a toilet to shit in. And then you have to go into this public place that God knows who's sat on or done anything on.
Right.
And then you have to fight that public restroom anxiety.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody has to deal with that, but me personally, I have to deal with that. And that's what I thought of. I thought of that.
Yeah. I get that. But then it's the other thing too, where if I'm out in public, I'm like, oh, damn. If it's a 20-minute flight, okay, I'm just going to head home real quick and then I'll fly back out. If I have the time, if I've allotted the amount of time, okay, this is 20 minutes on my flying time later, but.
What happens if you use like 3.5 hours throughout 3 days and you don't realize how much time you have left and you're flying and your little watch thing says time's up, time expired, flight time expired, flight time expired. Do you just fall out of the sky? You have to like glide down? How do you fly? How are you flying? Are you using some type of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so beyond my grasp of comprehension.
So
are we using a broom?
In my like version of it, I was thinking that it kind of feels like, maybe we could even consider it kind of like a full bladder. Kind of like you can sense that you have a full charge when it resets, and you can feel it dwindling as you use it, so that when you're getting to the end, it's time to start gliding down. And if you don't do that, if you're like flying one day and you're like, okay, I have an hour, and then you realize that you're enjoying your flight too much and you start to feel it, you're like, oh shit, I'm too high, and you have to like shoot down like really fast so that you can get down before it runs out.
What if we just have like built-in wingsuits? That's how we'll just say how
Like,
that's how
like
we
a battery.
Yeah, and it opens up, but as soon as the time expires, it just shuts, and you can't open it till it's recharged again, or until your allotted time is, till you're recharged.
Yeah,
because you could use your 7 hours in the first day,
right,
and then not fly the rest of the week.
Right. Yeah. You have to be strategic with it. I imagine.
I would love that, but I just like the fact of thinking never having to shit or piss again.
I mean, to be fair, I got to piss right now, and I'm wishing it didn't. But yeah.
Well, we could fly through this. 20 minutes. You only gotta wait 20 minutes.
Oh God, I don't know if I can. I've already been holding it. I think I'd want to fly for 7 hours, especially. Now, if it's 10 seconds, I'm choosing piss and shit. Because that's.
Are you able to carry one person with you?
I feel like that weighs on your time.
So you could do a trip for 2, but it cuts the time in. It cuts a quarter of the time off.
Yeah.
Damn, we just created a whole like.
But I would want to do it alone.
That's
my me time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you could do all kinds of cool shit.
Well, I would
like fly straight up skyscrapers.
Yeah, I would only use it for work if I was already running late. But otherwise, I would save it for after work and use it as my
recreational.
My me time. I'd just fly above my house. I might fly into the city.
You'd get bored. It's like you'd get bored. You'd fly around other places too. You'd have to.
Yeah, if I had enough time, and then if I didn't, I'd be like, okay, I got an hour. I'm just gonna go around my neighborhood and just do barrel rolls and shit.
Yeah, fly in and out of like create little obstacle courses and do like time trials.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, but yeah, fly.
That is fun. Yep, I would never piss or shit again.
There you go.
That would be it. I'd be so happy.
Yeah,
happy.
You'd be able to. I mean, think about how much time you lose.
Yeah.
Great.
The only problem is that we'd have to really figure out. We'd we'd have to our bodies would have to adapt so hard to have to use every single process, every single part of the food that you eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be interesting.
Because, I mean, I wonder why scientists haven't created something like that yet.
Because there's money in poop and pee.
Well, yeah, if you have OnlyFans, you sell underwear.
The septic system.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Porta potties.
Porta potties. God, those things are so fucking gross.
Yeah, at my work, we had porta johns for 15 years. We finally got bathrooms.
I have a really gross porta potty story, and maybe I'll tell it later, but I don't think so right now.
Okay. All right.
But just remember it for future references. If we ever talk about porta potties again.
Sure, it'll come up.
Yeah, maybe I'll put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Put the story on TikTok.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Cool. Well, let's did you say we had a didn't you say you had a topic we wanted to go over today? We were going to go over?
Well, main thing. Well, first I wanted to ask how your week was at your job.
Oh yeah. It was rough. It was rough. I just started a job as a produce clerk at a new grocery store. And as a consumer of produce myself, I grossly underestimated how heavy bulk vegetables and fruits are.
Yeah.
Like, I had to restack a pallet of bananas that was 8 boxes high and 3 boxes wide. It was like a total of 48 boxes. and each of those boxes was 40 pounds.
Oh my word. What's the math on that?
1,920 pounds.
Damn.
That's 80 pounds shy of a ton, a literal ton of bananas. And that didn't include any of the other vegetables I had moved around that week or earlier that day.
And you're doing this all by hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, my word.
Yeah. I was sore. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been a minute since I've done physical work like that. And day 1, I was sore. Day 2, I was really fucking sore. Day 3, I was kind of fucking sore. And then day 4, I was like, I need to fucking rest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired. I'm tired. The next day, Friday, I slept in. It felt so nice. I didn't have to get up. I was in bed most of the day. Like, it was just relaxing.
How are you feeling today, knowing you're going back tomorrow?
Anxious. But tomorrow I go back for a different shift. So I'm going to be learning different things.
Got it.
And from what I was told, the shift I was on, the morning opening shift, is the harder of the 2 shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mainly because the person that does the opening also unloads the pallets.
Got it.
And so that's having to move all those vegetables off the pallets and put them where they're supposed to go.
Mm.
So we'll see. I'm not backing down from the challenge.
Yeah.
It's definitely kept me from having to go to the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I lifted all week. Like, and I walked a total in the 4 days that I was there. I walked a total of 27.9 miles.
Oh wow.
Like, that's the distance it takes to get from my house to the actual store, which blows my mind.
Yeah, that's wild. Funny how that
turned
out that way too.
Yeah. And I had proof. I have pictures to prove it. Like, I have the screenshots, the receipts to back that up.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But other than that, like, I'm kind of excited, and it's hard work, but it's fairly easy. Like, it's easy to pick up on. Like, I haven't really had any issues. I was able to pick up on it all. So next week is going to be, or tomorrow is going to be different. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's easier. My feet don't hurt. Like, I'm not sore today. My soreness went away pretty much yesterday. So
good.
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. I just got to get some sleep. That's the problem. Yeah. So now I'm switching shifts. Instead of getting up at 4, I have to stay up a little later because I have to stay up later in the night. So I can't just go to bed at 8 o'clock now, which I've been going to bed the past week at 8 o'clock. So I'm like, start getting tired around this time.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel that. So
it was only a week, but it changed.
Yeah. Yeah. My schedule at work changed too. And so I've been getting up at 4:30. So because I'm getting off later now, I don't want to go to the gym after work. I want to go home. So I've been getting up in the morning and going to the gym. And every night that I've done that, I'm only doing it 3 times a week. Those nights, I get deliriously tired at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. You exerted all that energy. Then you worked all day out in the heat, just doing everything.
Yeah. And then coming home, getting dinner ready. And then by the time we're eating dinner, I'm like, usually I'll come up and be on my computer. But lately I've been like, just unable to even fathom sitting in front of my screens. I just want to sit downstairs and chill. Right. So I'm doing it again tomorrow. And
I think a lot of my soreness came from because I went to the gym like the day before I actually went to work. Yeah. So I went to the gym on Saturday and I had to work on Monday. And, the second day is always the most painful day, I feel. Yeah. It is. I was hurting. My arms were so just sore, my biceps. And then I had to use my biceps a lot to lift up boxes and put them else. And so I think a lot of the pain and the soreness came from the already soreness from lifting.
Yeah.
But then it cleared out. And then it was just mainly walking on concrete floors for 8 hours.
Yeah, which is,
It sucks.
yeah, it does suck because, any weight you're carrying on those floors is just getting compressed into your spine because.
Well,
there's no
luckily
give.
we have carts. We use a lot of carts to transport all of our stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
rough.
goes straight from the pallet onto a cart, but still standing there and bending over and getting into small spots and all that stuff. It's kind of tedious. It's a young man's job for sure.
Right.
I'm definitely feeling it at my ripe old age.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah, you
Put
will.
me
Your
in
body
this-
will adjust and
And
it'll feel
I'll be
normal.
ripped like you by next summer.
hell yeah.
So how was your week other than battling the new schedule?
Good. Basically with the changes at work, I'm just right now focusing on, we're still putting the plan together, so I'm just doing what I'm doing, but I'm making minor changes and it's just getting there first and leaving last. And, did the gym and that was good, but nothing really crazy or exciting went down, This
Right
weekend
on.
was fun. We had a little event in my town and had some people over and went and did that. And that was really cool. Showed
Oh,
off
yeah.
my dance moves. Went
Oh,
to an
yeah, I saw those
oddities
dance
festival
moves.
yesterday, which
I
basically
think it's the same one that we get here in Portland.
I think it probably is oddities and curiosities. They travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was cool. There's a lot of interesting weird stuff like taxidermy stuff, and that was neat. But I saw somebody
Did you see any dog scrotums?
not that I no that guy wasn't there.
That guy wasn't there. Damn.
No, he wasn't there. But I did see like fetus, like animal fetus, like being suspended and like formaldehyde and stuff. And that
Are
was
they
cool.
fetuses or feti? Feti.
I think it's fetuses.
I think it's fetuses.
Yeah, I think it. Feti sounds weird. Feti sounds like a medication.
It does.
Yeah.
But a lot of the singleized.
Yeah, that's true. E. coli.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not. I don't know if that's actually.
What is it?
plural.
What is it when it's not, when it's plural
E-
or when it's single?
I don't think it is. I
E.
think
col-
it is. I think
E.
it's
col-
just E. coli.
Octopi.
Octopi. Yeah. Fungi. I'm a fungi.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell motherfucking yeah. All right. So I think we should do an "Am I the Asshole" talk tonight. Just
Okay.
a little bit.
Let's do it.
Not deep.
Yeah.
And they're pretty simple ones. So let's do this real quick.
Okay.
This is from the Am I the Asshole? Asshole.
Yes.
Am I the Asshole Reddit subreddit. It says, am I the asshole for having Dr. Pepper in my water bottle at the gym? I love Dr. Pepper. I probably drink like a can a day, which I totally know isn't great, but I eat super healthy and go to the gym religiously, where this incident took place. Me and my boyfriend Charlie usually work out together. Yesterday evening before we went to the gym, I filled up my water bottle with Dr. Pepper. I hadn't had one yet that day and was craving it bad. If I needed actual water at the gym, I was just planning on drinking from the water fountain, so my boyfriend didn't have limited water because I wasn't bringing any extra. I made sure to tell Charlie this, as he really doesn't like Dr. Pepper and I didn't want him drinking some from my water bottle. We sometimes will take sips from each other's bottles. He just said, okay, no problem, and that he'll avoid my bottle. Fast forward to when we were wrapping up at the gym, Charlie had an intense set and just grabbed the first bottle he saw, which happened to be mine. Before I could even look or react, he was spitting the Dr. Pepper out on the ground.
Dramatic.
He was sputtering angrily at me and told me it was such a stupid idea to put the Dr. Pepper in my bottle, and that I should have yelled to him when he picked it up. I told him I'm sorry and that he had a mouthful of Dr. Pepper when he was out of breath and wanted water, but that I didn't have any time to tell him because he was too quick and I was focusing on counting my own sets. He wouldn't really take this as an answer and just stormed off, which was super embarrassing as I was the one who had to clean up the mess. By the time I ran out of the gym to catch up to him, he had already messaged me that he left in an Uber. He's only sent me one text since yesterday that we'll talk about my Dr. Pepper thing later. I'm literally so confused, and I just need to know if I was in the wrong. This guy is fucking dramatic.
That whole story is so dramatic.
I was not expecting any of that from the title.
I wasn't either. I thought it was going to be like somebody would like just noticed and was like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, he left in it. He was that mad that he had to leave it in an Uber. First of all, just swallow it. Even if you don't like it that much, it can't be that bad.
You're not going to die.
Right. Secondly, if you really don't like it, pick up your water bottle and wash the flavor taste down with your water bottle. But that's dramatic. Now,
too dramatic.
It's weird that I do think it's weird that you put Dr. Pepper in your water bottle for the gym, because
I do too.
If I'm at the gym and I drink Dr. Pepper, my stomach's going to bloat and I'm not going to want to keep working out. I'm going to have to burp. I'm probably going to be burping in between reps, and that's always embarrassing.
And Dr. Pepper is a burpee drink.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy on the stomach.
I was at the gym once and I was doing some dumbbell presses, and I farted in between one of my reps. And my music had like just stopped, so I like could hear, and it was like a kind of one. And I was like, oh my God. I just like kind of did like move my eyes back and forth to see if anyone was watching, and just carried on with my business.
I am absolutely horrified if I fart in public. Like, I think I know it's natural, but I've had this conversation before, Christina, about farting. Like, I don't want other people to smell my poop particles.
Yeah.
And I don't want to smell other people's poop particles.
Sometimes you just got to let it out.
So that farting thing brings me to a story that happened at the store when I was working the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was loading up vegetables, and this old guy walks by me, and luckily he didn't do it right behind me or right next to me, but he was down a little bit, but he totally just like ripped one. Like, it's hard to, like, I'm not like, it's weird. I think that old men have the same type of like farts. Like, I think as you get older, you just kind of genetically start farting the same.
Yeah.
And they're just those weird, like, kind of trumpety farts.
Yeah.
And they always have that weird old man smell. Like, old man farts are the worst. And I'm hopefully I'm a long ways from them still, but he had the trumpety fart, and it was funny because I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed and walked the other way because I didn't want to smell it. And I didn't know if it was going to smell. Right. Luckily, I didn't smell it.
I feel like the loud ones usually don't.
So I've noticed that when I eat healthier and my body is taking in more of the food that I intake opposed to putting it out.
Yeah.
My farts don't stink. My poops don't stink.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is nice. It is nice.
It's more of a confidence booster to actually poop in a public spot, because then you're not like stinking it up and like
or struggling.
People having to smell that.
Yeah.
Struggling because it comes out as one instead of like mush.
Or it gets stuck.
Yeah.
God.
It's gross. That's why I would definitely choose never shitting or pissing over.
I mean, I hear it.
Flying.
I hear it.
That's exactly why. For those moments where it's like, ew, this is going to be a big cleanup.
Yeah. Like, so for me, like if it's the weekend and I'm going out somewhere publicly, like I'll make sure I do it at home. But if I'm at work, I'm comfortable at work. But when it was just Porta Johns for the last 10 years that I've worked there, it sucks, especially in the summertime, because it gets really, really hot here.
And I'm sure it stinks super bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Because of the heat and
festers.
Yeah, because that shit's, I mean, it's not coming out dry.
No.
So there's some type of liquid boiling and
dude, I would go in and walk out and
simmering.
I would sweat so much in there, and when I opened the door, it felt like air-conditioned air hitting me. That's how hot it gets in there. You
fucking sit there and you like flip the door open constantly to let air in as you're shitting.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh God, I couldn't even imagine.
The bathrooms now it's a godsend.
Yeah.
But no,
That's nice.
this person is not the asshole. The fact that her
No,
boyfriend didn't
no,
text
no.
her back, only one text, like that is so dramatic. It's not that deep. He must have been
Super dramatic.
on pre-workout.
Yeah, he
Just
was raging. He was
angry.
roid raging.
Lee.
The reader is not the asshole.
You know
The
that
boyfriend's the asshole.
you know that meme where it's like a reward. It's from Django and Chain, and it's like that's what I would sip it. I'd be like, ooh, it's like a reward. Like I just got a good set. I just got a refreshing, crisp taste of Dr. Pepper. Great. Probably shouldn't drink anymore. I'll go get my water, but yum, that was nice.
Right. Right.
I mean, I'm energized.
The problem, so I've tried putting soda in my water bottle before, and the only problem is that as soon as you open up your straw, your lid or whatever, it fucking boom, it like pops worse than like a soda can.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder.
And it's not like a bottle where you can untwist it to.
Yeah, because this one would be perfect and it would keep it nice and cold. But then anytime I filled it up with water after, I would just taste leftover soda. So I washed it, and I would hate that.
Yeah. I don't think it's for me, but I don't think that she's the asshole for it.
I don't think so either. I actually have Am I the Asshole as well, to kind of piggyback off this.
Already?
Who knows? Maybe it was written by the same person.
Maybe.
It says, am I the asshole for telling my husband that you don't lose weight magically after going to the gym? So before I go into this, when I started working out, every time I've tried in the past, I've been like disappointed after 1 or 2 workouts that I haven't changed weight or in muscle density. Like it took me a long time to finally understand the long game. Anyway, it's just okay. My husband, male 33, and I, female 24, age gap, have been married 2 years, and we have a 16-week-old daughter. Prior to my pregnancy, I was active, but not as active as my husband. He is big into fitness stuff, and I really am not. I just worked out because my doctor told me to. I only ran maybe twice a week and had a Pilates class every Sunday. I weighed 120 pounds before pregnancy. During pregnancy, I gained 40, lost 20 right off the bat after having my daughter, which my doctor said is normal, through my baby herself, fluid, placenta, gross, all that. And I have been working on the last 20. While my body looks different, I don't really care, as I'm just glad my baby is healthy and perfect. However, my husband started mentioning my weight at 2 weeks postpartum, literally fucked up.
Yeah.
He would say it and frame it in a way that was a compliment, but it wasn't. Oh, you look so good. You look like a mommy now. Or I wouldn't guess it was a whole 20 pounds, maybe just 10 or so. I just rolled my eyes and told him to stop. Honestly, I didn't care. Those comments maybe happened twice a week, so it was easy to forget. My doctor told me to wait 12 weeks before returning to strenuous exercise, so I did. But the moment I hit 12 weeks, my husband was asking me to come to the gym with him, literally all the time. He was badgering me almost. I did it to make him happy, and he certainly was. I will admit, it felt good to have some time to myself, and I didn't mind going at all. But now it's been another 4 weeks since then, and I haven't lost any weight, but like 2.5 pounds. My husband seems to think this is because I snack too much, and he told me that. I told him I have to. I'm breastfeeding. So that started an argument. He told me that I should go back to Pilates to tighten my tummy. I told him I'd rather die than do that right now. He told me, fine, then at least try harder. I told him I'm trying my absolute fucking hardest, and you don't just magically lose weight in the gym. He wholeheartedly disagrees with that and went on a tangent about how he loves me and my body for carrying our baby, but he wants me to still take care of myself for my health. Whatever. I get that sentiment. A lot of my postpartum appointments centered around my health as well, but it's more things like recovering, sleeping, and eating enough, not working out. So am I the asshole here?
This guy does not want her to take care of her body for her own health. He wants her to take care of her body for his
enjoyment,
his outward appearance.
Right. Yeah.
On who he appears with. He wants a hot wife.
Yeah.
And if he cared about her health, then he would know she does need to eat more. She does need to snack throughout the day if she's breastfeeding. She needs to regain energy that she's losing by producing that milk, taking care of that baby. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really fucked up. And like, I understand wanting, you know, the people that you care about to take care of themselves, but the whole trying harder thing and going to Pilates to tighten the tummy, you're right. It's exactly just about the outward appearance. And to me, if I'm the husband, my wife gives birth, I'm doting on her.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep pushing. So that I can be stronger, so that for my health, so that I can be around for everything. I'm gonna keep going. You do what you gotta do. Chill out. Relax. Eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what separates
100%
the boys from men.
Yeah, it's girl, you've only been with him for 2 years.
And you're 24, shawty.
Yeah, figure something else out.
Yeah, he's 33. He hit his peak. That's why he wants you to stay all thin and shit.
Yeah, because he's trying to show you off.
Yeah. He thought, oh, I got a 24-year-old. It's going to be all cool in the gang. Everybody's going to want what I have. And now he's like, oh, damn. She's a regular human being.
I mean, from the math, it only seemed like she gained 10 pounds.
Right.
After losing baby weight, after losing all that other stuff, it seems like she only gained 10 pounds. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
So she got to she was 120, she gained 40, but she already lost 20 right off the bat. So yeah. It's not that bad.
20 pounds.
Yeah.
Even 20 pounds. Like still, after having a baby. Damn.
Yeah, he sounds like a dickhead. Definitely
that's
not.
That's still 140. It's only 140. 140 pounds is small.
Right. Right. No matter your height. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Like, shit. That guy had a fucking complex. He was literally trying to live up to dreams and fantasies.
Just wait. He's going to lose his hair one day.
Probably.
Yeah. And he's going to be livid.
Probably.
He's going to hate his life. He probably is going to take a sip of Dr. Pepper by accident in the gym one day and run out screaming like a little girl.
Right. At least I was going to reference back our very first episode. At least he didn't call her a fat turkey.
That's true. Yeah.
That would have been funny that came up.
Yeah.
I thought about that because it was talking about pregnancy, wedding.
Yeah.
Well, they were married and the first one was pregnancy while she was married or wedding.
Fellas, give the ladies a break postpartum.
Yeah.
You can't do
Prepartum.
it. You can't do it. We can't do it.
You partook. If you didn't want that to happen, you should have fucking wrapped it up, bro.
That's right. Yeah. Know what you're getting into. Things change.
It's your consequence too. I mean, it's not a consequence. Your wife's gonna if you're concerned about that, you did not marry your wife for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like physical beauty. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for physical beauty only. You're a shallow person.
Right. They're not stretch marks. They're tiger stripes.
Right.
Yeah. Meow.
Meow. I'd seen on TikTok that guy that can do that tiger, the really big tiger roar.
Yeah.
Dude, I've tried it. I sound stupid. I laughed so hard after I tried it because I was like, no fucking way am I ever doing that again. I embarrassed myself.
It's a guy in the street,
to myself. Right? Yeah.
He walks by, he's like,
yeah.
I've been trying. Ever since I've seen that video, I've practiced it, and I'm just gonna keep going until I can do it because I think it's so fucking cool. I think it's so cool.
I am never gonna be able to do that. I don't even want to try it because I sound stupid. I did it once and I fucking laughed at myself.
I mean, how's this?
It's not loud though. Like that's like a little, like he does the like the loud lion roar.
Yeah, he does that shit.
Like he does it. He does it really well.
I'm not convinced it wasn't an actual lion in the clothing of a man.
Skinwalker?
Yeah.
Okay, stop doing that. I do that to people at the haunt and get up into their ear and I'll do that noise in their ear.
Yeah.
So good.
That freaked me out. It sent chills down my spine.
Yeah, especially if it's dark.
Especially. The haunts, the only parts at haunts that really ever get me are the parts where it's like the inflatable like balloons that kind of like, or like not balloons, but the inflatable walls, they get all claustrophobic.
So we don't have those.
Good. That's all I can do.
We have one of the rooms that we has like a bunch of pool noodles hanging down, and you have to like walk through them. It's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
That you like, it touches you, but it's not like confining. It's just like hanging.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's kind of annoying, but
yeah, I went to one and it was a bridge and it was like reflective lights, but then on top of that, so it was like hard to like, it looked like it was like this and like kind of going through, and then it was also the walls like going in on you. And I damn near had a panic attack.
I had to do one where you had to crawl through, and it was squishy as you were crawling through, and people's hands were coming through the sides.
Fuck that.
My sister, me and my sister, we used to fly down to California for the summers every year, starting when I was 13. And she was 11. No. She was 10 because she's 3 years younger than me. And this one year, my aunt just took us to Universal Studios and just let us go to the park by ourselves. Mm-hmm. So we did the whole park by ourselves. We went through the Mummy Returns walkthrough, and at the end we were going, and my sister wouldn't go, and so I had her in front of me. I was holding on to her backpack, and I was pushing her forward. And we got to the part, one of those big like wolf pharaoh dogs stepped out towards us, and she fucking screamed. She turned to run, poked me in the eye, and took off running the other direction. And I couldn't see her to chase her because my eye just got poked. And like, you get poked in one eye and your other eye goes bad too. Like, you're instantly just blinded. Yeah. And I'm like, can't see. I was like, come back, stop running. We had to get the ride workers had to stop her because she was about ready to run all the way back through what we just walked through. We were at the end.
Oh, come on.
Then one year we went to this other one, and there was this part that she didn't want to go to, and there was like a hand railing, and she sat on the railing, she like crisscross sat with her legs around the bar and then hugged the bar and just sat there. Me and her husband had to pry her arms and legs off the bar to get her to go through.
As an adult?
As an adult.
Oh my word.
As an adult. I run into people like that in the haunt. Like, there are people that get terrified to the point that they just fall or they can't move.
Like, they have to know that about themselves.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people that come through are drunk. Like, or stoned. You can smell a lot of there's this little Mexican restaurant across the way where people go and get like really nice big margaritas. And they're just coming through constantly smelling like alcohol. Those people don't realize their liquid courage runs out halfway through. Because you got to think too that you go in and you're drunk, but you start going in and you start getting scared, your adrenaline starts picking up, which I would assume, and like to me feels like it would start sobering me up and making me think differently.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, fuck, what am I doing here? And then you're just like, you're met by me jumping out of a fucking curtain with just fucking blood dripping off my face and paint all over and just screaming. Like, that's definitely
what I'm doing.
I've scared big men like myself down. Yeah. I've had big men fall like me. Yeah. It happens. People just lose their sense of balance as soon as they get scared.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not me, boy.
Right. Well, I think that is going to do it for this week's episode. Yeah. It was a pretty good one. I liked the Would You Rathers today. They were very mind, jerking, stimulating.
Yeah. Yours made me feel a little less dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but we're committing crimes to stop crimes forever.
That's true. We're heroes, really.
We're heroes. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
We stopped murder and human trafficking, especially young child human trafficking.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to think, all we had to do was sacrifice a little bit of our souls.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But in the end, it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
We tried so hard.
Yeah. And got
so far.
R.I.P.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, thank you everybody for listening to us ramble on and on tonight, and we really appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please come back next week for the next episode of Beardsly's Daily Dose, and we will talk to you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.